This program has been digitally recorded and took many years of personal introspection, experience, and synchronicity to have been found. Your purchase is an energetic exchange for what you're about to receive, and if you have been honest, this training will deliver more than if you had not exchanged energy to receive it. Allow yourself to just relax and do not push for any profound revelations or to consciously try and make something happen. Just like you would be while sitting at the beach, just be and listen to the words and observe what comes up for you and follow any intuitions or insights that might arise. I will be playing a pair of my crystal singing bowls. The sound frequencies produced by these bowls have been purposefully selected because of a binaural beat they can produce. Throughout history, it has been known that Tibetan monks, Native American shamans, and yogis in India have all been able to produce certain brainwave states by their will or by using certain drums and instruments. As a consequence, these brainwave states can induce higher levels of concentration, healing, and transcendent awareness. We will be playing the bowls for several minutes with enough time for you to begin experiencing the effects. It is important that you are physically safe and do not place your safety in danger while listening to the program. I have heard of instances where driving a car, a person has crashed the vehicle by performing breathing techniques or listening to a program and fallen asleep as a result. Therefore, ensure you will not be disturbed for the entire duration and are safe. Ensure your telephone is muted and nothing has been left unattended in the kitchen. Relax your intention and allow all of your muscles to physically relax as well. Notice your breath as you take some deep breaths in and out. Breathe out to let go of any worries and tensions you may temporarily be having, and breathe in a feeling of more relaxation and well-being. Perhaps you might like to visualize yourself breathing out clouds of unwelcome emotions you have been experiencing lately, while breathing in energy and optimism, more of what you do want to be feeling. More than hearing these words in your mind means to feel these visuals happening. See and feel your tensions physically release. Feel your tension let go. You will have thoughts arise as you sit or lay down quietly for longer than a few minutes. That is okay. You don't need to resist your thoughts. because if you resist them, they will only get stronger. Have you ever noticed that while you try to not think of something, it seems you think of it even more? Instead of trying to not think of something, instead, simply allow yourself to divert your attention elsewhere. We don't need your thoughts to be stronger and more resistant. We are choosing for them to be weaker during this time so we can experience new thoughts, new patterns, and ways of being which are going to reward you. So we will not resist any thoughts that might arise. Know that you are feeling relaxed. Knowing means to see it and feel it happening. I want you now to entertain one step further than we have previously explored throughout this entire program. To do this and actually go one step further, we must allow for some mythology and magic into our sphere of consideration or possibility. Whether or not you agree with a supposed fact, you are both right. In this case, if you believe magic is not real, you will in effect convince yourself of that fact. Remember from our first program, the Dream Portal, we are interested in what works, not facts. That one step further means understanding and discovering your own mythical philosopher's stone. The philosopher's stone is a mythical or magical substance or object capable of transmutation into anything you should desire. The philosopher's stone is a mythical or magical substance or object capable of transmutation into anything you should desire. The word transmutation is defined as meaning the action of changing or the state of being changed into another form. It is a change with state of being occurring here. One great mathematician and physicist once said, "You cannot solve a problem with the same mind." Therefore, are we changing a problem so that it is no longer a problem? Or are we changing our way of looking so that we can solve the problem? Nonetheless, change is our common theme when we want something to happen in our lives. The idea of alchemy, as described from the Urban Dictionary, in a nutshell, is that alchemy was chemistry before the periodic table was made. It was believed that combining the four basic properties, earth, fire, air, and water, in certain ratios could produce iron, gold, booze, and even life itself. In essence, what we are trying to achieve here is an alchemical combining of your inspiration, water, with our thoughts, which is air, manifestation, which is earth, leading us then to passion and or excitement, associated with fire. These qualities of inspiration, thought, action, and excitement all originate in this place you are right now. All we had to do was relax and cross this little bridge toward possibility and out of the limiting conscious mind to get there. The magical philosopher's stone means combining these four elements to create an outcome which manifests a desired dream or vision. If you can't see what this is right now, know that your deeper mind has begun to reveal this message to you. This process may take some time and may not be an immediate flash of inspiration here and now, but know that your deeper mind has begun to now lead you toward experiencing more inspiration. The more awake we become to the here and now, the more potential can be realized. Switching off the monkey mind, as some call it, and turning on a deeper knowing that you are already complete. But perhaps you would like to create more from this place of completeness, to share with others around you and make the world a more interesting and fulfilling place. Let's now forge and put together your philosopher's stone to make happen what you truly want using your own inner alchemy. The first ingredient is water. Is the water clear, or does it contain another special quality in it? Is the water cold or warm? Are you seeing a large lake or a small stream? What does the water feel like? How do you feel? How do you feel this in your tummy, your navel region, or somewhere else? How you feel is given to us by emotions, which are like water in your belly. Have you ever noticed that what it feels like when something wonderful in your life happens? When you feel good, things happen, don't they? The same is true not only when good things happen, but also if something unfortunate happens, because it affects how you feel. But we are not a victim to our emotions. Instead, you can choose to master your emotions. To master your emotions means we do not need to try to overpower them or control them. Emotions are like water, so you cannot control water itself because water just is, much like your emotions. Instead, you can choose to be in partnership with your emotions. Agree and realize that if something unfortunate does happen, you can also choose to direct a new intention in a direction which can change your emotions for better. Just like changing the course of water flowing down a stream. Feel that you can now choose the flow of your emotions by guiding your intention with your will, and therefore also guiding your emotions. Observe the flow of your emotions like the flow of a river or stream. If you feel complete with water for now, we can move forward to our next element of your inner alchemy. The next element to make your philosopher's stone is air. Air is all around you. It is abundant and free. Air is the most plentiful element available to us on this planet of ours called Earth. Have you ever noticed how while you're at the beach and see the waves break, there are some unique characteristics? The waves appear to fall, but it looks like the air underneath them tries to lift the waves up. The waves are too heavy, so they break at the top as the wave of water crashes down, making that beautiful whoosh sound. Air likes to rise, and it can also make noise. The noise air can make also moves up to our head and gives us thoughts. Our thoughts can often feel like rushes of air. If the air is strong enough, it can even make waves on the surface of water and then change how we feel as a consequence. What do your thoughts notice about air? Is the air cool or warm, clear or cloudy, refreshing or smoggy? You know how you would like air to be, don't you? Fresh and clear. If you would like your thoughts to stay fresh and clear, then you know that to keep them this way, all you need to do is take care of those thoughts you want to experience more. Meanwhile, you can choose not to strengthen those thoughts that give rise to more discomfort as you feel on a windy day. If you want to think clearly and think more clear thoughts, if you enjoy thoughts which say to do something productive, then take action to do it. The attention you give to the thoughts you have will make those thoughts stronger. Because when air is blown in the same direction by more air blowing in the same direction, the flow gets stronger. This is how a storm is made. The same is also true when the air is nice and calm, because calm air is always surrounded by more calm air. Notice the sensations your thoughts provide when you are surrounded by nice, calm air. The next element to your inner alchemy and the philosopher's stone is earth. Earth is what we stand on. If you were not standing on earth, you would be swimming, and therefore in your emotions. If you were flying, you would not be standing on earth, but in your thoughts. Imagine if all you could do was feel and think. That's all we could do if all we had was water and air. There would be nothing to stand on. So we must ask ourselves what we are standing on. In other words, what am I building? What are my actions telling me? While camping and bushwalking, as much as I love exploring a new walking trail or a new ridge formation, waterfall or picturesque mountaintop, if you are staying overnight, while you may be potentially vulnerable, then you will need a base camp. Your base camp is much like our analogy. Your base camp is much like our analogy of having ground to stand on. Our base camp will keep us safe, provide rejuvenation, relaxation, and well-being. Earth is always accomplished by taking action. To fulfill our earth element, we need to consider what it is you need. Do you need healthy food, comfort, and shelter? Consider earth to be tied together with action. So what are your actions satisfying you with? Are you moving toward what you want by the actions you are making? Every tree seeks for its roots to be held deep in the earth. This way the tree may grow itself large and secure. Roots are unseen and often hidden, much like our actions can be. Until that is, your actions over time reveal themselves to you. Do your actions reveal stability and fulfillment? When we are stable and fulfilled safely from a base camp, we are able to rejuvenate ourselves much like a large, healthy tree. From this position, we can fulfill our earth element to create your inner alchemy and mythical essence, completing your philosopher's stone, the element for manifestation. Notice how the earth feels beneath you now in your mind's eye. Make it stable, secure, and restorative. Our final element to complete your inner alchemy is passion or excitement. Imagine what you have created. You have now diverted the flow of your emotions like a flow of water to better serve toward you and allow in new inspiration. Your thoughts are clear like the mountaintop air. Beneath your feet is a foundation you can trust. And now, bringing all these elements together, through you can burn excitement like a fire. Can you see it? Can you feel it? Then it is happening. If you are having difficulty seeing this happening right now, know that your inner mind is hearing these words and making the important steps happen. They will unfold and work for you in time powerfully in your life. Just like combining interacting chemical elements together, creating a bright reaction of heat and light. So too it is when you combine how you feel, how you think, and how you act. This trinity will create a reaction within you, making excitement happen. Your philosopher's stone is your mythical essence within to create as you wish for. Previously, by accessing the dream portal meditation and making the philosopher's stone, offers you a manifestation potential you can use in achieving all of your goals. We remove self-sabotage by making the reaction happen at the depth of your being. We achieve this by inducing the binaural entrainment that opens your theta brainwave state, much like while we are daydreaming or in states of inspiration and well-being. Like Master Yoda says, do or do not, there will be no try. Know that what has happened during this meditation program has been accomplished in the timeline. Your deeper mind will now begin leading you toward making these dreams happen. The term "as above, so it is below" is a term used to describe that what happens in the world of dream and can also happen in the world of form. By taking the time to listen to this audio program, you will have set in motion a sequence of synchronistic events in your life that lead you toward realizing your dream. When we look out into the world, we use our eyes to see and our senses to feel. These senses feed back to our internal world by means of our nervous system. Regardless of where you are in the world or what you are doing, your internal world remains as it is, except what changes is the nervous input. Observing, waiting to receive signals from your senses, which then trigger emotions, then feeding back to your well-being. If what you are choosing to see is not what you want, you in effect are commanding your internal world to say, "I am not happy." But if you could control how you see what you see, then it could be possible to change your internal world and command how you might rather experience this moment or that moment for the better. By aligning with what you do want to experience, by complaining, being argumentative, or irritable will in effect synchronize your senses with what you are choosing to see rather than what you would really want to be seeing. This is the secret for using your philosopher's stone to reclaim your personal power and manifestation. Everything we see, hear, feel, and sense has an influence on our reality by the way we really see it. The very notion that we see something means we in effect are connecting with it. Often the covert agenda for many news media organizations is that they play a vital role in a game to influence vast populations of people to think and see a certain way. In effect, they shape your deeper mind. By achieving this, they can offer solutions to problems which actually may not even exist. Remember from our previous audio program, we are not interested in beliefs or facts. we are interested in what works. However, if there is no problem, we don't need a solution. This is why we sometimes experience things we don't want to happen. The sui generis of being is about first discovering who you really are. Then once you have experienced this, you are more able to experience what you do want to have happen. Your mind is something you can choose to use rather than be used by the effects of it. Much like when in the movie The Matrix, Neo is taken to see the Oracle to see if she thinks he has the gift. While in the waiting room, Neo approaches a small boy who is able to bend a spoon with what looks like his will alone. Neo asks, "How did you do that?" The little boy responds by saying, "Don't try to bend the spoon, for that's impossible. Instead, realize there is no spoon." From this example, we could say that the spoon is in fact your mind. The mind is like a spoon because it is a tool. We cannot bend our mind, but instead realize if we have no mind, we can achieve anything. The mind is a tool you can choose to use instead of your mind telling you what is possible. The mind is also like an instrument, and it needs a musician. You are the musician, but the musician cannot be an instrument. You are either a musician or you are an instrument. If you are an instrument, then something or someone is more than likely playing you. You know what you want to experience, and your deeper mind knew what you can achieve by listening to this program and subsequently drew you to listen to it. You know what you want to experience, and your deeper mind knew what you can achieve by listening to this program and subsequently drew you to listen to this. The sui generis of being is about developing musicians. It is up to you to build your instrument. We don't build the instrument for you. We merely guide you to realize that your mind is a tool you can use to bend spoons, rather than your mind saying, "Oh, that is impossible." Once you become aware, you might choose to realize just about anything is possible. Indeed, I am not my thoughts, but the sphere of awareness beneath them. Should I choose my thoughts more intentionally, they can change. I am exactly who I am. Illusions can be disappointing, but truth is satisfying. Being more than any symbol, public opinion, or self-evaluation can define. My experiences are my own. There is no one other, as it is my responsibility for life to discover who I am and what to value most. Being of my own kind, I am sui generis. Welcome.